Let me tell you something you already know. This world, it ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care who you are, it will beat you to your knees and make you stay there permanently if you let it. But life, it ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That is how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But don't be sitting around pointing fingers saying, I'm not where I want to be because of him or her or anybody. Because that's what cowards do, and that ain't you. You know, I love Rocky. I can't really explain why, though. It evokes these emotions in me that I can't explain. Because Rocky was a finisher. He literally came from off the streets to being a world-class boxer. Why? Because he had faith to see that he could be something more with a little bit of patience and practice. See, a finisher can always see the mountain's peak while still in the valley. Like Joseph. Joseph had a great dream, but he had to go backwards to go forward. Joseph, his mind was all messed up because he kept going backwards then forward, and he felt like he was hanging on to false hope. Matthew 17:20 says, I tell you the truth. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Even though he dwelt in the valley, he had to hold on to the promise of the peak. See, he couldn't really see the mountain. He saw it through the clouds, and he saw the outline, and he just grabbed onto it even though he couldn't see, and he held on with all that he had. Because he knew God's plan was greater. He knew his finish was going to come. That brings me to Polycarp. See, Polycarp was John's disciple. And what Polycarp did was he preached in the streets of Rome. And one of the men who he saved and became his disciple was this young and upcoming scholar. And what ended up happening was they had to kill this man because he would not deny God. And they got so angry at Polycarp, and they brought Polycarp into the arena, and they said, deny your God! And he said, I will not. They brought him to a stake to be burnt. They went to go shackle him up, and he said, no. The same God that gives me the strength to do what I do will give me the strength to stay. See, Polycarp had faith to see the mountains he would move in other mountain ranges. He had the faith to see that not only his life was a tool, but also his death. His martyr's death was a tool. It moved the thousands and it melted the hearts of stone. 2 Timothy 4:7 says, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race, and I have kept the faith. See, Polycarp knew that his finish was coming to an end. He said, you know what? I'm going to die, but I'm going down swinging. I'm bringing people with me for Christ. I'm using my death as a tool. Every finisher has faith and self-discipline. And this generation, we have that. We have the heart. We have the heart to be a finisher. We just don't have the self-discipline sometimes. And you know, we go to camps and we go to all these places and we say, you know what? I'm going to free my school. I am going to free my church. I'm going to break the chains. But the first time that life knocks you down, you let it keep you there. You know, it takes a Joseph to praise through the pit. It takes a Polycarp to say, you know what? I'm going to die, but I'm going to die fighting. It takes a finisher to change the world. Can you take the load? Can you discipline yourself when no one is around, when you're by yourself and no one is seeing? Can you discipline yourself? And can you be a finisher?